Welcome to the tutorial to build a popsicle stick catapult. Your kit contains everything you'll need to build the catapult in the picture. Before we get started, the only thing you'll need is some tape. Masking tape is recommended, but you can really use any kind of tape that you like. The main difference in some of the pictures you'll see and the materials in your kit are the width of the popsicle sticks. Many of the pictures use narrower popsicle sticks, and your kit contains wider popsicle sticks, so the pictures will look slightly different, but the instructions are still the same. So get your tape and let's get started. Step 1, you will take 2 of the 4-inch pieces and 2 of the 2-inch pieces, tape them together end to end so it looks like one big long stick as in the picture. The sequence should be short stick, long stick, short stick, long stick, again, so that it looks like the picture. The easiest way to tape your popsicle stick ends together is to lay your tape on the table sticky side up and take the 2 ends of the popsicle stick and lay them down on the sticky end of the tape so the ends touch, and then wrap the tape around at least 3 times nice and tight so you get a good tight seal. Once you have your popsicle sticks taped end to end, you're going to fold them into a square, again as in the picture shown, and you're going to tape the final joint together. Again, it should look like the picture, and make sure you use plenty of tape because this is the base of your catapult. You want it to be nice and sturdy. Next, you're going to take another one of the 2-inch pieces of popsicle stick and place it on the inside of the structure you just created, just like the picture above. You're going to tape it firmly into place, but do not put any tape in the center. This picture illustrates why you're not going to put any tape in the center. You want to leave enough room to be able to insert another popsicle stick between those 2 pieces. You're not going to do that now, but just make sure you leave enough room for one of the popsicle sticks to go in between those 2 2-inch pieces. Again, make sure you use plenty of tape, wrap it around at least 3 times to secure that second 2-inch piece to the inside of your base. Your next step is to take 2 of the 4-inch popsicle sticks and tape them to the base that you just created as shown in the picture here. You'll notice that the picture shows 2 popsicle sticks taped together. Disregard that. Your popsicle sticks in your kit are wide enough that you do not tape 2 of them together. You're just going to tape 1 stick to the base, tape it on the long end as shown in the picture first, and then wrap the tape around the other end, which will show in the next picture. This is the second wrapping of tape around those 4-inch pieces on the base. You'll see in the next picture how the finished product should look. This is how the top of your catapult base should look with the wider popsicle sticks. You'll see that they're taped securely onto the base, and next picture will show you what the bottom of the base should look like with the wide popsicle sticks. Now you see on the bottom of the base how the tape forms nice tight triangles. That's going to add a lot of strength to your catapult base. So again, when you're wrapping the tape that way, make sure to go around at least 3 times and make the tape nice and tight so that your base is really strong so that you can shoot things with your catapult when you're done. Now you're going to tape your rubber band to the 3-inch popsicle stick with the rounded end. So what you'll do is take your tape, lay it on the table, sticky side up, lay the popsicle stick with the rounded end on top of the tape, then lay the rubber band on top of the popsicle stick at the rounded end as shown in the picture. You want to wrap it at least 4 times, make it nice and tight because you want that rubber band to be secure. Now you'll see why we left space on the base of the catapult between those 2 2-inch sticks. What you're going to do is take the rubber band assembly and insert it right into the base of the catapult as shown in the picture. It'll slide right between the 2 pieces that are taped together And again, that's why we did not have any tape in that area, so that there's room for the catapult arm to go in there. You may need to use something like a flat screwdriver to create a little more space in that gap. It just needs to be wedged open a tiny bit, and you can shove the popsicle stick with the rubber band right in there. You don't want to pry it too hard because you don't want to crack your popsicle sticks. A flat screwdriver should do the trick, maybe a letter opener if you have something like that, a butter knife. Ask an adult in your house if you've got something that you can use just to create a little more of a gap. And then you're just going to force the stick in there. It'll fit nice and tight, and it should stand upright. The only difference I would suggest is turning the stick around so that the rubber band is on the outside. You'll get a little more force when pulling back the arm of your catapult. Or try it this way first, and then you can take it apart and flip it around and see which way gives you a better shot once your catapult is fully built. Next, we'll be making a hinge for the catapult. What you want to do is stick a layer of tape right down on the table, sticky side down, just as it's shown in the picture. Then you want to stick 3 more pieces of tape right on top of it. What you end up with is a piece of tape that is 4 layers thick. You want to do this twice. So you've got 2 bits of tape that are 4 layers thick and at least 2 inches thick, and you'll see why in the next set of pictures. If the 2 pieces of tape that are 4 layers thick are more than 2 inches long, you want to trim it down so that it's 2 inches long. You don't really need it any longer than that. Your hinge only needs to be as wide as your popsicle stick. So place your popsicle stick on top of one of the layers of tape and just measure it out so that you can trim it so that the tape is only as wide as the popsicle stick. The easiest way to do that is to line the popsicle stick up with one of the edges and just draw a line with a pencil or a pen where the width of the popsicle stick stops. That way you only have to make one cut on each piece of tape, and then just go ahead and cut it so that it's the same width as your popsicle stick. Using 2 popsicle sticks as a guide, mark little lines about in the center of the 2 pieces of tape. This little area between the 2 lines is the actual hinge part. You're going to take your remaining 4-inch popsicle stick with the rounded end, and you're going to tape one of the hinge pieces to the flat end of this popsicle stick, not the rounded end. What you see in the picture is the flat end of the stick where the tape is. The rounded end is what the hand in the picture is holding. So put your 1 piece of tape on the end of the popsicle stick, making sure to leave the area with the 2 little lines clear. Again, just like in the picture. Put the other piece of tape on the other side of the popsicle stick. Again, the little lines should match up with the flat end of the popsicle stick. It should look just like the picture. Pinch the free ends of the tape together so that they stick to each other, and wrap at least 3 wraps around the stick so everything holds together nice and tight. It should end up looking just like the picture. Again, make sure the tape is wrapped nice and tightly. This is the hinge of the catapult, and we will attach it to the base in the next step. Just remember that your little black lines on the tape are a guide to show you where no tape goes. That little free area is needed so that the catapult hinges freely. Place the catapult arm into the base as shown with the tab of the tape pointing up, and wrap at least 5 wraps of tape around it so that it is firmly taped to the upright piece. Test the movement of the catapult arm by moving it up and down. It should move freely. This is why we leave the little space between the black lines. It acts as the hinge. Now it's time to tape the rubber band to the catapult arm. Tape it in the relaxed state so that it's about a 45-degree angle as shown in the picture. This will give it some spring. Leave the rubber band long so that you can adjust it if you need to. You can try it longer, you can try it shorter, and see what gives you the best trajectory for your catapult ammunition. One of the last steps is making kind of a holder for your ammo for your catapult. You have a 2-inch square piece of paper inside your kit. It's marked up like this. The lines are about 1/2 inch from the edges. Now where you see colored lines on the piece of paper, you're going to cut it with a pair of scissors. Fold the paper up into a square cup shape and tape it all together. Again, use plenty of tape. You want this to stay together as you use your catapult. Tape the paper cup to the catapult arm and you are done. Your catapult is ready to use. When you tape your paper cup to the catapult arm, make sure you leave enough room at the end for you to press down with your finger, so you can shoot whatever kind of missiles you choose with your catapult. Here is another picture of a finished catapult that I made. An alternative you might want to try instead of the paper cup, you can try a water bottle cap as your cup to shoot whatever missiles you choose to shoot. You see the one I made has the water bottle cup, and the one from the pattern that I chose has the paper. So give it a try. If you've got a water bottle laying around, substitute that for the cup and have fun with it. And of course, if you have any questions, you can give me a call here at the library. I hope you enjoy your catapult, and I will see you next month for our next Take and Make project.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.